Hebrew Israelites here to prophesy the downfall of this wicked kingdom. We speak about the upliftment of Yahweh Shai. Alright? So first and foremost, man, well, what I was just thinking about in my spirit, a lot of you jakes, man, alright, you so-called black men, first of all, like I was saying, man, so-called black men, Latinos, especially jakes, especially from the southern tribe, man, you jakes got a low value of yourself, a low mindset towards yourself, man, because of this damn society, okay? And you jakes don't realize that you are the sons of the Heavenly Father, man, and what that entails, man. Okay, that entails that really everything is for us. That's what it entails, man. The world was created for our sakes, man. You understand what I'm saying to you?
That's right.
Let me get Deuteronomy 7 and 6, man.
Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 6.
Right.
It says, "For thou art a holy people unto Yahweh thy power."
Now, what does the word holy mean? The word holy means separate. Okay? Go ahead.
"The Lord thy power hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself."
Right, so he chose you Israelites to be a special people unto himself. Okay, his own personal possession, something that he holds dear to himself. Okay, go ahead.
"Above all people that are upon the face of the earth."
Right, so the scriptures don't deal with equality. The Most High doesn't deal with equality. You jakes are trying to become equal with the devil, and he's not. He's on the lower level than you. You understand? So this whole mindset of you jakes trying to appease your enemy is a weak mindset. Okay? See? In reality, they're supposed to be appeasing you. Give me that white trimmest thou thy way. Bring it up.
This is Jeremiah 2 and verse 33. Why trimmest thou thy way to seek love?
Why are you taking away from what you are, alright, to seek love, man? Okay? You jakes, Jake will switch up his voice, start talking different, like an Edomite, okay? To seek love from the devil who is your enemy, man. It makes no sense, man. Alright? Jake will try to soften up the doctrine so that it can be palatable to people who are going to be destroyed any damn way. Okay? Go ahead.
It says, therefore hast thou thought therefore hast thou thought also the wicked one thy ways.
Right, because Jake has become so wicked too that these Edomites and those nations learn from Jake. Okay, like the secret societies, that came from Jake. Okay? The Masons, the Knights Templar and all that came from Jake. So they learn from Jake's wickedness. Alright? What you got, bro?
This is Jeremiah chapter 2 and 14. Is Israel a servant? Is he a homeborn slave?
Now, this is a question. It's Jake's. Right? And the answer is no. We're not a slave. We're not. The scripture, when you read Jeremiah 50, 49, it says that we were not supposed to do it. It was not our lot to be put into captivity. When that happened, it was like a glitch in the matrix. It was part of the story, but it was like a glitch in the matrix. Why? Because we are the sons of God.
That's right.
Okay? Until you jakes understand who you are, who your power is, what position is supposed to be in. Okay? So you're going to be in this beat down, low level state.
Is Israel a servant? Is he a homeborn slave? Why is he spoiled?
Yeah, why are you spoiled? Why are you in the position that you're in? Huh? Because you went against the Heavenly Father. Matter of fact, give me Job 30. Now am I becoming a song? The Most High put a punishment upon you.
Did you have to?
Okay?
What?
But he's about to take that off. Alright, starting with the elect and put that upon our enemies.
That's right.
Okay? So you trying to appease the devil. The devil should be trying to appease you for what he's done. Right? You ain't do nothing to these Edomites, man. These Edomites have offended you and the Most High. They're going to have to pay for that, man. You got that? This is Job. You got it? It's okay, you got it?
Job 30, verse 8. They were children of fools, yea, children of base men.
Yeah, what is a base man? Is a low people, the lowest of people. Right?
They were viler than the earth. And now am I their song?
Right.
Yea, I am their byword.
But now these people that the Most High reputed as nothing in their base, Okay? Matter of fact, get that too. Okay? Imputed as nothing. Alright? These people, they begun to be lords over you jakes, man. So it's to the point now, you jakes, you don't even have any self-confidence, man. You don't have any self-worth. That's why you'll see a Jake and be all fit, and then a woman's wearing like a goddamn beluga girl, man. Why? And he don't mind walking around with it, man. Why? Because he got a low self-esteem. That's only Esau don't do that. For the most part, I mean, there's some Edomites that do that, but for the most part, Esau don't do that. Okay? Esau will not accept that, man. Right? Esau will tell him straight, "You need to get up in the gym." Right? You jakes, because you're so beat down, right? And you have a low worth self-value about yourself in your own mind. The hell what the heathen think, okay? Your own mind. That's why you'll accept that. But yet you're so coveted. Yet all these women around the earth, they want to deal with Jake. So what kind of women around the earth want to deal with Jake? But how does Jake look at himself? You understand what I'm saying to you? Right.
So they abhor me. They flee far from me and spare not to spit in my face.
Right, this is dealing with the heathens, specifically the Edomites. Alright? What do you want to ask for, bro?
Second Ezra 6, and I'll start at 55. All this have I spoken before thee, O Lord, because thou madest the world for our sakes.
So if the earth was made for our sakes, knowing that, you should be walking around with the utmost confidence that you are above the nations. Okay? Go ahead.
As for the other people,
above the nation. We're not equal with them. We're above these nations. I don't look around these nations and say, "Oh, I'm equal to you." I'm above these other nations. Man. Why? Because I'm an Israelite, bro. It's simple as that, man. See, we are the people with the highest potential. Look at the word potential. Matter of fact, look at the etymology of the word potential. See, this is why Esau had to constantly make laws to keep you on a low level, because he understood you had the highest potential. And if you would have got into your potential, what happened in the dark ages would have happened again. Okay?
Genesis 27 and
But there's more on that, right?
Yeah.
Okay, but anyways, okay. So go ahead.
41. And Esau hated Jacob
Right.
because of the blessing.
That's what? That's jealousy. See, all these nations, it's not just Esau's the most jealous. Okay, but all these nations are jealous of us, man. All these nations are jealous of the Israelites. Okay, when they see what they can do, all right, when they see that their woman is, oh, yo, yo. You know, that's why they get mad when their women start dealing with Jacob. Because they're like, damn, but we're losing. All right? I remember there's one Ishmael, man. Listen, man. Ishmael don't like that either. Ishmael's nervous about that. Okay, Ishmael will get on the comment board, start cursing them out in Arabic. All right? All right? Why? Because what? Because they're seeing Jake is superior. They know this. So if they start dealing with Jake, it's going to get out of hand, man. That's right. All right? Go ahead, man.
And Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him.
Uh-huh.
And Esau said in his heart, the days of mourning for my father are at hand. Then will I slay my brother Jacob.
We got the blessing, and Esau knows that. Esau knows we have something over it in the spirit. Okay? So when they look at you, Jakes, they give you that look. You know, what the hell is this devil looking at? He's looking at the blessing in you, man. He's mad at the blessing. Go ahead.
Psalm 62 and 4.
Is it on that?
Yeah. Psalm,
Okay, go ahead.
Psalm 62 and 4.
Yeah.
They only consult to cast him down from his excellence.
So what was Esau's whole purpose with the Jim Crow and these laws to keep Jake down? Was to cast you away from your excellence because they understood your potential.
That's right.
They remember what happened in the Dark Ages. They saw what happened during the Roman Empire, man. Listen, man, when you go to the Eastern Rome, all those Caesars were so-called black men.
That's right.
All right? When it was the fall of Rome was the Western Empire. That's
right.
Was the Western Roman Empire. Okay? You start dealing with Nerva and Septimius Severus, Marcus Aurelius, all these different guys. These were all Jakes, man. And these elites know that. That's right. And a lot of these regular Edomites that might not be, be a little studied, they understand it.
They delight in lies. They bless with their mouth, but they curse inwardly.
Right. No, keep reading like that.
yeah, back Second Ezra 6 and 56. As for the other people which also come out of Adam,
Nothing.
The people that also come out of Adam is who? These other nations.
They're fucking nothing.
Right?
that has said that they are nothing.
Right, so that's the Most High saying that. If you say anything outside of that, Christians or whatever, You're going against what the Most High said.
That's right.
Okay? You're coming up against the Most High's word. Right? Not coming up against my word or any brother's word. You're coming up against the Most High word. Read that again.
God. As for the other people, which also come out of Adam,
So all these other nations, go ahead.
thou hast said that they are
They're
nothing,
nothing, man. Go ahead.
but be like unto spittle,
Right, what's spittle? Spittle is spit. Go ahead.
and hast likened the abundance of them unto a drop that falleth from a vessel.
Uh-huh.
And now, O Lord, behold, these heathens, which have ever been reputed as nothing,
Right.
have begun to be lords over us.
Now they're in a position where they're lords over us, man. Okay? And before you Jakes knew you were Israelites, you thought that that was okay. And that's just the way it was supposed to be. But now we're showing you that, no, that's not how it's supposed to be. And the Most High is going to make it right. Go ahead.
And to devour us.
Right, to devour us, man. But the Most High is going to make it right. Okay? He's going to put them back in their place. Oh, even if you get well, Isaiah the 14th chapter says he shall take them to their place. He's going to put their ass in their place. All right?
This is Isaiah 14 and verse 1. For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose Israel
Right.
and set them in their own land.
Right.
And the strangers shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob. And the people shall take them and bring them to their place.
Right. Go ahead.
And the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord
Right.
for servants and handmaids.
Right, so that's called what? That's called service. That's what the Most High set up. He set that up for the kingdom, man. For his people. That's what he set up. Go ahead.
And they shall take them captives, whose captives they were.
So who are we captive with? Right? That's who we're going to take captive. It's not hard. It's not hard to understand. When is this going to happen? When Yahushua comes back. That's right. He's not coming back. The Lord's not coming back to bring roses and have everyone sing Kumbaya. Look at all the wickedness that's happening in the earth. All the wickedness that happened to his people. You think he's just going to let that slide? No, there's judgment that's coming, right? A great judgment. Go ahead.
And they shall rule over their oppressors.
So we're going to rule over these Edomites and these other nations. Right? And that's our rightful position. When we look at Esau, we look at Ishmael and these other nations, that should be your mindset when you Jake see these. No, these are our servants really, man. Okay? Or isn't that a bit harsh? No, that's not harsh. That's what the Most High set up, man. This is not our program, man. Okay? Give me Revelations 2. 24.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 2, and verse 24. And it reads, 25, without which ye have already hold fast till I come. And he that overcometh and keepeth my works unto the end, to him will I give power over the
So
nations.
the ones of you Israelites that keep the word, keep this truth until the end, He's going to give you power over these other nations. You're going to be the first inheritor of these nations, and we're going to inherit these nations, man. Right? Like a child inherits a land, okay, or you inherits a toys. That's what the Holy Scriptures say. That's right. Okay. Go ahead, man. Hey, listen, man. See the way these devils and these people they look around like with a proud. That's only for now.
That's right.
That's not for the world to come. The world to come, everyone's gonna be in their place.
That's right.
Okay?
That's right.
Go ahead, Lord.
This is Psalms chapter 2 and 8. Ask of me, and I shall give thee the heathen for thine inheritance.
Woo. So what's that? What's an inheritance? That's like I said. If you pass down, if I might pass down a watch to my son, man. Okay? Say, yo, that's an inheritance for me. I might pass down a land, some house, some homes, right? See what I'm saying? An island. You know what I mean? If I own an island, I'll pass it down to his ass. Right? That's an inheritance, man. So that's how the Most High is going to pass these heathen unto us, man. Right?
And the uttermost parts of the earth for thy possession.
Right. And even these different parts of the earth. Basically, the earth is giving us the earth. Where there's a lot, basically, we're just allotment to you heathen, man. Hold this, hold that, hold this.
Back to Revelation 2 and 26. And he that over...
No, hold on.
2 Samuel 22 and 43. Then did I beat them as small as the dust of the earth. I did stamp them as the mire of the street, and did spread them abroad. Thou hast delivered me from the striving of my people. Thou hast kept me to be the head of the heathen. A people which I knew not shall serve.
But what's the head, man? What is the head? When you're the head, you're the ruler, man. That's right. Okay? You got the final say, man. That's what we're going to be over the heathen, man. That's what the scriptures say, man. See, Esau, they had their time, man. After Daniel, this is the last part of the statute. After this, that's it. Okay? What?
Strangers shall submit themselves unto me.
What does it mean to submit? See, these women don't like the word submit, right? What does it mean to submit? That means to fall completely under order. That means someone tell you to jump. That's submit. You ever watch Coming to America, man? Right? That's what it means to submit, man. Okay? And that's what these heathen are going to do to us. Right?
As soon as they hear, they shall be obedient unto me.
They're going to be obedient, man. Alright? They ain't gonna buck up and say, no, I don't want to. They're going to be obedient. Trust me, that fear is going to be in them, man. Right?
Listen to that.
I don't feel like it. What you got, man?
This is Amos chapter 9 and verse 12, that they may possess the remnant of Edom. And
Did you
all,
get that word protection? Get the word protection.
This is the word
Hold
protection.
on, don't read it. Don't read it. Oh, I just want you to hold it for a second. Hold it. Go
it
ahead.
says that they may possess the remnant of Edom and of all the heathen which are called by my name, saith the Lord.
So that's it. Because what? The Most High owns the heathen. Just like He owns us, He owns the heathen too. And He's going to give the heathen unto us.
That's right.
That's the prophecy, man.
That's right.
Starting with the so-called white people, they're going to get it the worst, man.
That's right.
That's right. Because those are our top enemies. Go ahead, man. What you got?
This is back to Revelation 2:27. And he shall rule them with the rod of iron. As the vessels of a potter shall they be broken to shivers.
They're going to be broke. What is that? Does that sound nice? No, we're going to give them issue payback, man.
That's right.
Judgment. All right? Go ahead.
Even as I have received of my Father.
That's it. All right? So we're going to do what we want with our possession in that time. And the Most High is going to be with us executing vengeance. Matter of fact, we'd be going off if we were nice to these devils. Okay? We said, oh, no, I made some cupcakes for you. I had to serve this bring cupcakes. We would be going off. Okay? But we can't go off in everybody.
Jeremiah 30.
Hold on. Like, read that.
Genesis 27 and 29. Let people serve thee, and nations bow down to thee. Be Lord over thy brethren.
So these nations are going to bow down to us, man. Oh, you can't bow down to a man that's idolatry. Scriptures say they're going to bow down to us, man.
Right.
All right? So that's not idolatry, man. That's a form of high-level reverence. Okay? Go ahead, man. Read that again. Matter of fact, it says, unto these wicked Israelites, they're going to bow down and worship before our feet, too. So how much more the heathen? How much more these other nations? Come on, man. Go ahead.
Genesis 27 and 29. Let people serve thee, and nations bow down to thee.
That's right.
Be Lord over thy brethren, and let thy mother's sons bow down to thee.
They're all going to bow down. Every single nation out here that's not an Israelite is going to bow down to the Israelites. Go ahead.
Cursed be everyone that curseth thee,
Right.
and blessed be he that blesseth thee.
That's right. They bless us in that time, we're going to get blessings. They curse us in that time, we're going to get curses. Go ahead.
This is Isaiah 60 and verse 14. The sons also of them that afflicted thee shall come bending unto thee.
What does it mean, bending? Like this. That's how they're going to come to us, man. Ishmael, all right? Moab, so-called Chinese, so-called Arab, so-called East Indian, so-called white man. All of these devils going to bow down to the Israelites, man.
That's right. That's right.
Okay? All of these other nations going to bow down to the Israelites.
That's right.
That's according to biblical prophecy, man. Get mad at the Heavenly Father, man. There's nothing you can do about it anyway, because it's going to happen. Go ahead, man.
And all they that despise thee
Woo, and
shall
don't they despise the Israel. Showing you this place is backwards right now. We're the lords over these people, man. And they despising us, the Israelites, the sons of God. Man. All the talent, where it come from? Huh? It come from the Ishmael, it come from the Elamites, it come from the Indians. Where all the talent come from?
That's right.
It come from us.
That's right.
Okay? Lou,
Yeah.
Michael Jordan, Mike Tyson, Stevie Wonder,
That's right.
everything come from us.
That's right.
That's right.
All the music, us.
That's right.
That's right.
Go ahead, man.
It says, and all they that despise thee,
Say shit.
and all
And they despise the sons of God, man. But don't worry, everything is gonna be back in order, man. Everything gonna be the Lord gonna come back. You'll see a so-called black man in the sky. You won't see no white Jesus. That don't exist, man. Okay? You're gonna see a black, so-called black Jesus, if you will. Yahweh shine, crack in the sky. And he's coming back to deliver his people and set this place in fucking order, man.
That's right.
Like I said, man, all the heathen gonna bow down, man.
That's right.
Ain't gonna be no, can I do it next week? No, as soon as they see us, they gonna bow down, man. And when they feel that energy, they gonna be fearful, man. Like when your father comes home and you've been eating, being wicked. Your father, you must say, wait till your father comes home. You hear the keys coming in. The heart start beating, man. What the first thing they would flick on the goddamn light? The light come on, you see the light come on, you under the sheet, you see the light come on. It's problems, man. It's problems. Go ahead.
It says, and all they that despise thee shall bow themselves.
So all these nations that despise us, the Israelites, they're going to bow themselves to us, man. That's biblical prophecy, baby. Go ahead, man.
Shall bow themselves down at the soles of thy feet.
Why? Because we're over them. That's why I said you Jakes got a low self-esteem, because you Jakes don't know shit. Okay? You Jakes act the way you act, and y'all weak and docile, you don't know nothing, man. Go ahead.
And they shall call thee the city of Yahweh Ba'ashim
They're
Yahushai.
going to call us the sons of God. Because that's what we are, man. We descend from the biblical Israelites, man. Like I said, man, all this talent, where it come from, man? All this talent, all these innovations, where does it come from, man? What?
The Zion of the Holy One of Israel.
That's right, that's right. Right.
Isaiah 49:23. And kings shall be thy nursing fathers, and their queens thy nursing mothers. They shall bow down to thee with their face towards the earth.
Right, see what I'm saying? They gonna give us everything that we want, they gonna bow down, man. Say if King Charles is still alive, he gonna come and they'll slap that crown off his head. You know what I'm saying? Alright? And he's gonna be put into captivity just along with the rest of his people, man. Go ahead, man.
They shall
First
bow
of all, that crown don't look right on him anyway. It looks weird, man. It looks terrible. It looks big ass fingers, man. Alright? Big ass overgrown fingers, man. You can't even put a ring on that, man. The ring looks like it's stopping the circulation. You Edomites are cursed, man. Right? That's right. Go ahead.
They shall bow down to thee with their face towards the earth, and lick up the dust of thy feet, and thou shalt know that I am the Lord.
Right. Right. Go ahead.
For they shall not be ashamed that wait for me.
Right. And they're gonna know that the Lord is in us, man. And they're gonna know the Lord did this, man. It's not even us doing it. It's how about Yahushai doing it, right? Okay? He just happened to make us better than these other nations. Simple. Okay? I don't know how else I can paint it to you, right? I don't know how else I can paint it to you. Go ahead.
This is Ezekiel 37:27. My tabernacle also shall be with them. Yeah, I will be
with who? With us, the Israelites, man. Go ahead.
And I will be their power, and they shall be my people.
So he's going to be our power, our God, all right? And we're going to be his people once again, okay? Which we were always his people, but he's coming back to an adoption. Go ahead.
And the heathen shall know that
the other people, the heathen have nothing to do with this, man. Go ahead.
And the heathen shall know that I, the Lord, do sanctify Israel,
right,
when my sanctuary shall be in the midst of them forevermore.
See, why they don't know it? Because look at the level, look at the condition of these Israelites. But they're about to know it. When the Most High shows his power and raises us back up, they're about to know it. Read that again.
This is Ezekiel 37:28. And the heathen shall know that
the heathen being who? The other nations. Go ahead.
That I, the Lord, do sanctify Israel.
Right.
When my sanctuary shall be in the midst.
What does it mean to sanctify? It means to cleanse. There's a scripture where it says he shall sprinkle clean water upon us. That's right. He's going to cleanse our people of this wickedness that they're doing now, and bring them back to that well, really he's going to exalt them higher than the position that they were of old. That's right. Go ahead. Give me that sprinkle clean. I got it right here. No, read. Someone else get that.
It says,
What?
and the heathen shall know that I, the Lord, do sanctify Israel, when my sanctuary shall be in the midst of them forevermore.
Right, because the Lord is going to be in the midst, the Heavenly Father is going to be in the midst of us, right? Meaning, that's why our children, when the prophecy says our children are going to be able to play with serpents, lions, they're going to lead a lamb and a wolf. Get that too, all right? Because why? The Most High is going to be within us, man. 100% around us at all times.
Without
Complete protection, okay? See, and them heathen are not going to have that. He said Ishmael ain't going to have that. Go ahead, Salaki, you got that? What did I ask?
Ezekiel 36 and 24, for I will take you from among the heathen.
So right, because our people are scattered among, look at all these heathen around right now. Okay, these other nations around. We're among the heathen. Go ahead.
And gather you out of all countries.
We're going to be gathered out of all countries. Go ahead.
And will bring you into your own
And
land.
he's going to take us into our own land, which is what? The land of Israel. Right. Go ahead.
Then will I sprinkle clean water upon you.
Meaning he's going to cleanse us, man, of our iniquities, man. Go ahead.
And ye shall be clean from all your filthiness, and from all your idols will I cleanse you.
Right. You know, Jake is dealing with idols. He's dealing with other philosophy. He's not dealing with what we're dealing with. He's not dealing with the truth. He's not calling upon the names of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. He's doing what he wants to do right now. Go ahead.
Ezekiel 16 and verse 9. Then washed I thee with water. Yea, I truly washed away thy blood from thee, and I anointed thee with oil.
So that's what the Lord's going to do. He's going to wash us and then anoint us, man, with the understanding and wisdom. Complete. What you got, Sabah?
That was that one.
Go ahead, Mahad.
This is Isaiah 11 and verse 5. And righteousness shall be the girdle of his loins, and faithfulness the girdle of his reins. And the wolf also shall dwell with the lamb, and the leopard shall lie down with the kid, and the calf and the young lion and the fatling together, and a little child shall lead them.
Right, now that little child is an Israelite child. Our children are going to be able to play with lions and wolves, man. Don't let a Moabite try that, man. Okay? This is for us. This is for the Israelites, man. Okay? Why? Because we're going to have that spiritual power. Go ahead.
Verse 7, and the cow and the bear shall feed, their young ones shall lie down together, and the lion shall eat straw like the ox, and the suckling child shall play on the hole of an ass,
Right.
and the weaned child shall put his hand in the crocodile's den. They shall not hurt nor destroy in all my holy mountain, for the earth.
Because what I believe that's going to be when they hit Israel. I believe the animals will kind of, when they hit Israel, ain't going to be no killing. You know what I mean? You understand what I'm saying? As soon as they hit Israel, the light will go, you know, the spirit transform. Okay? Because that's a city of peace. It's not a city of where, you know, you wanted the safari channel, the lions eating half of the cow trying to move half of his body's eating up. No, that's not happening in the kingdom. Go ahead.
For the earth shall be full of the knowledge of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai,
Right.
as the waters cover the sea.
Right, because we're going to have to teach these other nations the ways of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua, the ways of the creator of the earth. Okay? Moab is not going to be eating any type of eating frog soup. That's done. Okay? Go ahead, man. You're eating frog soup. Just anything. Moab will just put soy sauce and sesame seeds on anything and just eat slippery. Literally. He'll fry it and put it always has to be soy sauce on it. Everything is just good with soy sauce with these cereal.
Sometimes you eat it live.
So but you need the soy sauce to dip it in.
Yeah.
While it's alive.
Yeah.
So these guys these heathen need to be flipping oppressed. Okay? Let me put it this way. They need to be oppressed. Go ahead.
Micah 4 and 1. But in the last days it shall come to pass that the mountain of the house of the Lord shall be established in the top of the mountains. It shall be established above the hills. And
What
people,
does the mountain represent? Government. Our government is going to be above all governments. What?
and people shall flow unto it. Many nations shall come and say, Come, let us go up to the mountain of the Lord and to the house of the power of Jacob. and he will teach us of his ways.
Right.
And we will walk in his
See,
path.
they have to learn the ways of right. We don't have to go through the law. We don't go, okay, this is Leviticus, the 17th chapter. Okay? Which one we're going to have scrolls in that time. Okay? Different books too. You say, okay, this is what it says. Which we're not even going to have to do that because it's going to be in us anyway. We don't have to open those scrolls. But we're going to teach them where to go to learn.
For the law shall go forth out of Zion, and the word of the Lord from Jerusalem.
That's it.
This is the book of Isaiah 61 and 6. But ye shall be named the priests of the Lord. Men shall call you the ministers of our power. Ye shall eat the riches of the Gentiles, and in their glory shall you boast
My
yourselves.
voice arrest. Right.
Yeah, we're gonna be the priests unto these other nations, man. You know, like the brother was going into. Hey, we're gonna have the laws within us, and we're gonna have to teach it to these other nations. Because at the end of the day, what? The Lord only made a covenant with us. He only showed the laws unto us. Okay, so therefore, we're gonna be a mediator to the Most High for the rest of these other nations, man. All right. And it said also that what? We're gonna have, we're gonna glory in the riches of the Gentiles. Meaning what? They're gonna bring gifts unto us, man.
Right.
You know, continually. All right. It says, matter of fact, in Isaiah 60, that our gates gonna be open day and night.
That's right.
All right, so that they bring their forces, man. Showing you that what? We're gonna be on top, man. All right. We're gonna be the how you say that? Aristocracy. All right, and the world to come, man.
And in their glory shall ye boast yourselves.
We're gonna boast in their glory. Like this brother always goes into what? What's the glory of the man? The woman. All right? They're gonna bring their daughters onto us, man. All right?
Not just that. That's the low level part. That's really a low level part of their glory. We're talking about the substance. That's the main thing about that glory. Is that substance. That shit, that's light. Of course they're gonna bring everything to but that's light. We're talking about the substance, man. Okay? The cumin, the frankincense, man. All right? The gold, the silver, the brass, the iron. That's what that's the main meat. Don't get too caught up in these women like there's some high level. That just comes with the territory, man. When you got power, that's what's going. That's like, you know what I mean? Right? Right? Like when you go to the shroom, to the Greek spot, it comes with tzatziki sauce, right? You ain't going, yo, the tzatziki, yo, I need some. I gotta make sure you put tzatziki. Tzatziki comes with tzatziki, brother. You know what I'm saying? Tzatziki's on it. It's always put too much. They always put too much.
Yeah, so like just to add, also, you know, in the law, right? You're supposed to bring the first fruits unto the Lord, man. You know, the same way that law is going to be applied to these other nations. They have to bring their first fruits, meaning what? The best of the best, man. You know? They can have the inferiors. That's going to be for them. But the best of the best, that's going to be for the Israelites.
That's right. That's right.
Tobit 13 and 11, many nations shall come from far to the name of the Lord power, with gifts in their hands, even gifts to the King of heaven. All generations shall praise thee with great joy. Verse 16, for Jerusalem shall be built up with sapphires, and emeralds, and precious stones, thy walls and towers and battlement with pure gold. And the streets of Jerusalem shall be paved with beryl and carbuncle and stones of Ophir.
Yeah, what do you think we could get those stones, man? Right? These other nations, they're going to have to work and dig up those stones, man. All right? And bring it for us and build up the kingdom, man. You know? We're not going to be doing all that labor, man. All right? There's a reason why the Lord gave them as a possession unto us, man. They're going to have to be put to work. All right? To build our kingdom. The same way we built their kingdoms, man. They're going to have to do the same thing. Right?
That's right. That's right.
Isaiah 60 and verse 10, and the sons of strangers shall build up thy walls, and their kings shall minister unto thee.
And they're not going to get no pay for that, man. Okay? They're just going to do it. Okay? They'll be supplied with food and whatnot. That's it. A place to stay, that's it. Other than that, no. They're just going to build, man. Go ahead.
And the sons of strangers shall build up thy walls, and their kings shall minister unto thee.
Right, like I said, King Charles, all them Edomite devils that's in power, they're going to be brought down to a low level. Okay? Because first of all, like we said before, the crown don't look right on his head anyway. He's not a royal. Okay? He's an Edomite. How the hell can an Edomite be? You can't put the name royal and Edomite in the same sentence.
For in my wrath I smote thee, but in my favor have I had mercy on thee.
Right. More?
Continue to Yahushua. It says here in Revelation 19 and 15, out of his mouth goeth a sharp sword, that with it he should smite the nations, and he shall rule them with a rod of iron. And he threaded the winepress of the fierceness and wrath of the Almighty.
Fierceness. Read that again.
Second. And he treaded the winepress of the fierceness and wrath of the
Now,
Almighty.
the winepress represents the people. Okay, I mean, he's going to do a lot of killing when he comes back, man. When the Lord comes back, don't try to go reason and, I heard about you from the Israelite. No, the Most High, he's not, the Yahushua is not coming to play. He's coming to put people to death. Right? And the only ones he's coming to save is the elect. Go ahead.
Listen on that.
Go ahead.
This is Isaiah 66 and verse 15. For behold, the Lord will come with fire, and with the chariots like a whirlwind, to render his anger with fury, and his rebukes with flame of fire. For by fire and by his sword will the Lord plead with all flesh.
Right. Speak, bro. Speak.
And the slain of the Lord shall be many.
So that's what Yahushua is coming back to do, man. Destroy. Death and destruction.
You got something. Read it again. Read it again.
This is Isaiah 66 and verse 15. For behold, the Lord will come with fire, and with the chariots like a whirlwind.
Right, and those chariots are speaking about what the world knows as UFOs. That's what the Lord is returning in, right? What the world knows as UFO, you know?
To render his anger with fury.
Right, so the Lord is angry. You know? Why? Because of the wickedness that's going on the earth, man. You know?
And his rebukes with flames of fire. For by fire and by his sword will the Lord plead with all flesh, and the slain of the Lord shall be many.
2 Ezra 15 and 5. Behold, said the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. For wickedness had exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled.
Right, this precept that says the Lord is angry with the wicked every day. You know, and that's what we're seeing, man. Wickedness has reached an all-time high. You know, it's even increasing every day, man. There's new wickedness every day. How's that possible, man? That's because Esau is in rulership. You know, but that's the reason why Yahushua is going to come and destroy America. You know, because of his wickedness.
Therefore, said the Lord, I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness, which they profanely commit. Neither will I suffer them in those things in which they wickedly exercise themselves. Behold, the innocent and righteous blood crieth unto me, and the souls of the just complain continually. And therefore, said the Lord, I shall surely avenge them, and receive unto me all the innocent blood from among them. I'll read that again, verse 8, 2 Ezra 15 and 8. I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness, which they profanely commit. Neither will I suffer them in those things in which they wickedly exercise themselves. Behold, the innocent and righteous blood cry unto me, and the souls of the just complain continually.
And who is the souls of the just? That's the prophet. Ezekiel 9 tells us, you know, that there will be men that will be sighing and crying because of the wickedness that's going on. You know, and us being in the highways and hedges is actually a form of us sighing and crying, right? You know?
This is the book of Ezekiel chapter 9 and 4. And the Lord said unto him, go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and that cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof.
Right, and that mark is a mark of exemption. Right. Exemption from the judgment to come, right? You know?
And set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and that cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof.
Right, and that's what we're doing, man, sighing and crying for all the abominations, you know, that are being done in the midst of us, man. For example, you know, sodomy, you know, that's uplifted in the society. And we're calling out, we're bold enough to tell you that's wrong according to the scriptures, man. You know?
If you're not silent, right, it's because you're with the abominations. You're saying it's okay, right? So you're not standing for righteousness. You're not standing up for the law, statutes, and commandments. You're not standing up for Yahweh Hashem Yahushua.
This is 2 Peter 2 and verse 7. I'm going to start at verse 6. And turning the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah into ashes, condemned them with an overthrow, making them an example unto those that should sorry, I can read that again. Making them an example unto those that after should live ungodly, and deliver just Lot, vexed with the filthy conversations of the wicked.
Right, so what happened to Sodom was an example. You know, but Esau, Edom, what did he do? You know, being disobedient as he is, he went as far as exalting these people, man, and protecting them. You see? But that's another reason why America is going to be destroyed, like Sodom and Gomorrah, man. You know?
Verse 8, for thy righteous man dwelling among them, and seeing and hearing, vex his righteous soul from day to day with their unlawful deeds.
Right, because we're in that same position as Lot, man. Seeing a fully grown man in a skirt, man. You know? If that's not vexing to your soul, then there's something wrong with you, man. You know? In heels, with lipstick on. That's crazy. Yeah. You know?
This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 10, and verse 5. There is an evil which I have seen under the sun, as an error which proceeded from the ruler. Folly is set in great dignity.
Right? Folly is set in great dignity, and there's countless examples of foolishness. TikTok, you know, that's one example. Pranks. You have grown men doing pranks. You know? Does that make sense? Why are you playing around and you're a grown man? You know? That's folly, man.
When I was a child, when I was old, I put away childish
Yeah.
things.
When you reach a certain age, really, you're supposed to be 12 years old, you know, you become a man. You start carrying yourself like a man. You know? You're supposed to. But this society, these people are forever children, man. You know?
If I may add, this goes what? A child is ruling, man.
Right.
Who's that child? Esau, Edom. And as it tells you in Ecclesiasticus,
This is Ecclesiastes 10:16. Woe to thee, O land, when thy king is a child, and thy princes eat in the morning.
yeah, woe to thee, O land, man. You know? And this land is indeed, has received the judgment of destruction, man. You know, because the children is ruling, man. You know what, the child ruling, well, he's not going to promote what's supposed to be right, man. You know, but going back to the point that what? That's why these people during this, and the mindset of being a child was what? A child is ruling, man. That's why what? Grown men are doing pranks. You know, people are getting famous of doing stupid shit, man. Stupidity. You know, you have people that's famous for eating food on video. Well, what's that about, man? You know, that's the folly being exalted in this place, man. You know, it doesn't matter what you do. As long as you're dumbing down the people, right? Hey, Esau's going to promote you, man.
You're not pushing for the truth.
You had an example of a child reigning in the show Game of Thrones. You know, when Jeffrey was put on the throne, what happened? All hell broke loose. You know, and he was basically ruling off his lust, his desire, what he thought was right. You know? But that goes to the
Isaiah 3:12. As for my people, children are their oppressors, and women rule over them. O my people, they which lead thee cause thee to err.
And Esau Edom is a child. He has the mindset of a child. You know, scripture say the basis of men. Esau is the basis of men. You know, them that were younger than me, younger than I.
That's right.
You know,
And he has the mindset of a woman too. He has both. Right?
So like when it says those that are younger than I, it means those that are fewer days. You know, so his reign is really shorter than ours as well.
scripture say the joy of the hypocrite is but for a moment.
They which lead thee cause thee to err, and destroy the way of thy path. Because the
Why does it say they?
Well, dealing with the younger than I, that means the person's lesser than me. Fewer days meaning that he's fewer days in age, right? So he's fewer days than me. You understand what I'm saying to you? I've been on the earth much more days than him. Right? Doesn't mess deal with his rulership. Because really at the end of the day, Esau had the longest rule so far. Okay, so it's dealing with the fact that he's more insignificant. Okay, he's not as on the level of us. That's what it really boils into.
Right, so the brother just read, they which lead thee cause thee to err. That's Esau, which he's in power right now. It says righteous is more excellent than his neighbor. The ways of the wicked seduces them. So the majority of our people, which we were in that state at one point, were seduced by the ways of the wicked, because when you're a servant, you're forced to follow the ways of your master. That's just the way it is, man.
No, not if you're a servant, but we're servants still. The thing is this: we are not under Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. That's where we were off, because we are not under Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. This is why we were off. Okay, if you're not connected to Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, I don't care what the hell you think you're doing. All of a sudden, you're with God. You're not righteous. You're wicked. Okay, you're off. Don't talk to these guys for a long enough time. You'll find out that they're off. Why? Because they're not with Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. Okay? They can live on an island solo. They're still going to be off. And guess what? They're going to be seduced by whatever heathen is around you. Oh, the scriptures say that the Most High left a particular heathen in the land at a particular time to what? To prove Jake. What did they do? They failed, man. In fact, you can get where they failed and expound it for the good.
and ultimately that goes back into Babylon being that golden cup. Because if you're not under Yahweh Bashim Yahushai,
Right.
you're subject to being drunk with the philosophies of this world. And then again you see Isa Edom at the top, and then you not knowing, not being under the vibration of righteousness, you're thinking that that's the way that you have to go to succeed in this life. And now coming back to the truth, we acknowledge that this guy that's not it. That's not the right way. So we've forsaken that way, and we're turning after righteousness.
Right, that's why our people, when they go into that industry, really what they do is they're envious at Esau. They're envious, like Jay-Z and these guys, they're envious at Esau. What?
Psalm 73:3. For I was envious at the foolish when I saw the prosperity of the wicked. For there are no bands in their death, but their strength is firm.
Right, you see, they have all these businesses, they're running the earth, they're this and that, right? So our people become what? They became envious. So they said they're going to follow the ways of the wicked. Go ahead.
They are not in trouble as other men, neither are they plagued like other men.
Go ahead.
Therefore pride compasseth them about as chain.
Right, because when you're able to do it, well, especially when you're wicked, and you're able to do all this wickedness for so long, you're not getting the consequences, or at least not the same consequences. All right? What happens? They develop pride. Go ahead.
It says here, verse 8, they are corrupt and speak wickedly concerning oppression, they speak loftily.
Right. Go ahead.
Verse 12, behold, these are the ungodly who prosper in the
So
world.
who prospers in the world? The ungodly. So in order for these jakes to get to where they're at, they got to do things that are ungodly. They got to follow the ways of the ungodly. You understand what I'm saying? Because these Edomites are ungodly. They hate the Most High.
That's right.
What?
They increase in riches. Verse 8,
But they get riches though.
Yep.
Oh, you need to get on a level like Esau. How did the so-called white man get his money? Did he get it through righteousness? No, he got it through pure evil, man. As evil as you could think, man. Go ahead.
verse 18, verse 17, until I went into
Not
the
just
sanctuary.
physically, he did all this physical wicked, but he also does a lot of spiritual, demonic wickedness, a lot of rituals and things of that nature. Sacrifices.
That's
Right?
Verse
And Al Quali is revered in this society, especially with these celebrities and these people in particular. And he was a vile Edomite, a very vile person. Even his mother said that this guy's a beast. If your mother say that, she don't even understand the Bible. She's gonna call him a beast. I don't know who this beast is. I don't know what the 7 heads are. But I think that's this guy. How wicked can this guy be?
Your own mother.
How wicked could he be? What?
Verse 17, until I went into the sanctuary of the Most High, Then understood I their end.
Until he got this truth, this knowledge. That's when he understood the end of the wicked. See, and we understand that. Give me Ecclesiastes 4:1. No, that's right. Yeah, Ecclesiastes 4:1.
There's a bit more.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. Surely thou didst set them in slippery places. Thou castest them down into destruction. How are they brought into desolation? As in a moment they are utterly consumed with terrors. As a dream when one awaketh, so, O Lord, when thou awakest, thou shalt despise their images.
Right, this is nothing more than a nightmare. Anyways, go ahead, read that.
This is Ecclesiastes 4:1. So I return and consider all the oppressions that are done under the sun. And behold, the tears of such as were oppressed, and they had no comforter. And on the side of their oppressors there was power, but they had
no comforter, but the side of their oppressor was power. The side of the wicked was power. And that's all Jake sees. Because he has no comforter. You understand? So their thing is, if you can't beat him, join him.
Yeah.
Okay? But there's the way that the Most High set up and showing us that these devils are about to be taken out.
Pertaining to the wicked, Wisdom of Solomon 5, and I'll start at 6. Therefore have we erred from the way of truth, and the light of righteousness had not shined unto us, and the sun of righteousness rose not upon us. We wearied ourselves in the way of wickedness and destruction. Yet we have gone through the desert where there lay no way. But as for the way of the Lord, we have not known it. What had pride profited us? And what good had riches with our vaunting brought us?
This is what it's going to be at the end for them. They're going to be like, what we were doing was worthless. Okay? Because at the end of the day, they're going to lose. At the end of the day, they're going to take a big fat L. Okay? The time is on our side.
All those days are passed away like a shadow, and as a post that hasted by.
This is Judges chapter 3 and verse 1. Now these are the nations which the Lord left to prove Israel by them. As many as Israel as had not known all the wars of Canaan. Only that the generations of the children of Israel might know, to teach them more, at the least such as before knew nothing thereof. Namely, 5 lords of the Philistines, and all the Canaanites, and the Zidonians, and the Hivites that dwelt in Mount Lebanon, from Mount Baal Hermon. Verse 7, it says, and the children of Israel did evil in the sight of the Lord Yahweh, and forgot the Lord their power, and served Baal and the groves. Therefore the anger of the Lord was hot against Israel.
Right, because they saw what? They saw the heathen worshiping Baal and things of that nature. And you know what? The heathen were getting certain blessings. Okay? Christ saw them prospering in certain ways, dealing with that, that instant gratification.
Spiritual thing works.
Right? Right, yeah, right. Like Jay-Z said, spiritual things really work. Okay? But guess what? The way following Yahweh Shemel shot, guess what? You'll get a lot more benefit, all right? But it takes more time. Go ahead.
Isaiah 10 and verse 20.
Dealing with the land Sabbath. It says if you farm 6 days and then if you let the land rest, he said on the sixth year, 6 years. In the 6th year, he would give you double. He'll give you more than what is normal. All right? And then you let it rest. And then what? The land is going to be even more replenished. Right? You know what I'm saying? That takes trusting Yahweh Shemel Shai. It takes time. Go ahead.
I think he did something similar with manna. On the 6th day, he gave double. You know?
Yeah, he did. Yes, he did. He did. Yep. Go ahead.
Isaiah 10 and verse 20. And it shall come to pass in that day that the remnant of Israel and such are as escaped of the house of Jacob shall no more again stay upon him that smote them, but shall stay upon the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai.
Stay meaning what? To lean on, to trust. Okay? Jake, listen, we're not trusting in Esau. We don't trust nothing Esau has to say, nothing Esau has to offer. But Jake, he doesn't see anything else to trust in but Esau. But
it says the Holy One of Israel in truth. the remnant shall return, even the remnant of Jacob, unto the Lord's mighty power.
This is Isaiah 36 and verse 6. Lo, thy trust is in the staff of this broken reed on Egypt, whereon if a man lean, it will go into his hand and pierce it. So is Pharaoh, king of Egypt, to all that trust in him.
That's it, meaning he's not trustworthy. Scriptures even say that trust in an unfaithful man is like a broken tooth and a foot out of joint. You can't trust in an unfaithful man. So it's unfaithful, especially when trouble comes. Go ahead, bro.
Psalms 118 and 8. It is better to trust in the Lord than to put confidence in man. It is better to trust in the Lord than to put confidence in princes.
Right. Got some? Got some else? Okay, let's go read what I asked for.
Now this is Jeremiah chapter 10 and verse 16. The portion of Jacob is not like them,
Right.
for he is the former of all things.
At the end of the day, the Lord made you Israelites greater than these heathens. Okay? They were not created to even trust in it. They're ruling now because this is just the time of the wicked. But really, the Lord made you better. Okay? We're the form of all things, man. Read that again.
It says the
Get me
portion,
the definition of potential.
Jeremiah 10 and verse 16, the portion of Jacob is not like them, for he is the former of all things.
Right, he's the form of, I mean, what? Everything comes from us. All right? The music, well, you could have came this way, but the music and all that, right, comes from us. The music, the talent, the inventions, okay? Right? Let's not forget the inventions, because they don't like to talk about that. Okay? Even though I believe even the fact they have the fire department, that came from the black communities, man. For the concept of a fire department. See? They call everything they steal from us, but then they don't give no credit. They steal from us, then they don't give no credit. But don't worry, the Most High is going to reveal the truth, man. Go ahead, man.
And Israel is the rod of his inheritance.
Right.
The Lord of hosts is his name.
Right, the Lord of hosts is what? Who's going to give us the inheritance. What's a main part of our inheritance? The heathen. These other nations. What you got, bro? That's all?
That's right,
Yes.
that's
So,
right.
what you got? Look.
Slaves.
Nah? Okay,
Slaves.
reprotection. Go ahead.
You see the word potential in the etymology online, it says possible as opposed to actual. It says being, it says capable of being or becoming.
Capable of being or becoming. You Jakes are capable of going further than any other nation. Okay? That's why I started this lesson. I was speaking about the low self-esteem of the Jakes, so-called, especially so-called black, the low self-esteem. Not even just the black, even the black tribes too. Okay, Gadites too, of course. All of you Jakes, man, you got low self-esteem. That's why you accept the things that you accept. Which other nations, they won't accept that madness. Even with a woman, she talking all kind of mad. You think Ishmael's gonna accept that, man? No. Okay, Esau ain't gonna accept certain things. But you Jakes, man, all right? Even as coveted as we are, Jakes still got that mindset. You know? Which really, what does that do? That cheapens you. Like a woman should give her body every day, she's smashing this and that, all high body count. Because she, first of all, she don't look at herself that great. She don't look at herself on high. She don't have her self-worth about herself. She thinks she's on a level right now. I'm only gonna give it to the top that deals with it, that knows how to deal with it. You know what I'm saying? Or that cares for you, you know? But no, but same thing with you Jakes. And then what happens? You cheapen yourself, man. What you got, bro?
It says from Old French, potentiel, and directly from medieval Latin, potentialis, potential. It says power, might, force.
Power. Hold on, get Psalms 82, man. Okay? We got the power within us, man. We are the sons of God, man. That's what I'm trying to show you, Jakes, man. All you gotta do is really unlock it, man. But in order to unlock it, you know what you gotta do? You gotta get out of your comfort zone, man. You can't unlock it when you're in your comfort zone. It's not possible to unlock something when you're in your comfort zone. Right? Even the fact Jake can spit game. Why did Jake able to spit game? Because he done talked to so many women. You gotta get out of his comfort zone to be able to spit that game. Right? Some of them Jakes, man, their mouth is slick, so you gotta keep her in straight. You know what I'm saying? What?
It That's why it's written that it says acceptable men are found in the furnace of adversity. So that's in the fire. That's in a place of uncomfortability.
Right.
You know, you're not comfortable in the fire. You know, so the Lord is trying you. You know, He's testing you.
There was a video with a young Jake kid who was in a ice box with his father. And then his father's like, stay in, right? So they're like, it was a type of competition. And he's like, no, I can't. And he kept like getting out. His father, no, stay in, right? And then after he got out, but then the next round, the father talked to him. You know what the father did? But talk, no, you do it, and he just was in there just chilling. He went all the way to the end, right? Because he had to unlock something in it. See, us, we have the most power in it. We unlock it in us. See, you couldn't there's no such thing as a so-called Chinese or Michael Jordan. That I don't care how much exercise and how much calf raises he does. If he's a Moabite, an actual Moabite, I'm talking about actual Moabite, he's not going to be able to do that because he doesn't have that potential. All right? But the thing with Michael Jordan, right? Because we could have many Michael Jordans, but a lot of these Jakes they don't have the mindset of Michael Jordan. See, Kobe had the mindset of Michael. That's why Kobe was like, he's right there. You understand? He's like right there. But let's say if Vince Carter had the mindset of Michael Jordan dealing with dunks, he would have came up with a whole new, because he was doing 360 windmill dunks, right? So he would have created he would have, you know what I mean? He would have jumped on the net with his feet on the net, on the rim. You know, and slapped the ball in. You know, he would have came with some next. You know what I mean? Because that's the potential that's within us. Yeah. Right? Ray Rice, right? He'd be able to run through a troop if he what? If he had that mind, if he unlocked that potential in him. Right? But that really comes from the Most High to unlock it. What you got, bro? Marshawn Lynch, right? He could, bro. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. What manner of running back is that? Come on, bro. Oh, Cam Newton too, because he can run, right? And usually these quarterbacks can't run. Come on, bro. Listen, you got all the potential in the earth. Okay, you Israelites. Go ahead.
This is Psalms 83 and verse 1.
You want to say something?
Yeah, real quick. You know, even going back to that self-esteem, really, it's a block that you put, you know, to block that potential that you have within you.
Yeah.
You know, if Jake really puts their mind into something, man, you know, they make it thrive, man.
Right.
You know, let's say Jake, you know, they want to go to the gym, their mind is really into it, man. Yeah. You know, a couple months after, man, they're gonna come out, you know, looking all slim and looking good, man.
The greatest bodybuilders. Yeah. Okay, flip it up. What's his name here? What's that guy that's all in a wheelchair now? But you got Kai Green, you got other dudes. What's the guy here? Ron Coleman. All right, he's different. There's a bunch of them. Jake took that over. They took that over. Okay, why? Because they put their mind to it. You understand what I'm saying? But hey, listen, bro. If Jake will put their mind to hockey, it'll be nothing. But it's not even about the mind. It's really very expensive. They make it that way on purpose, and they don't want Jake to take that over. Okay, so they say, nah, we're gonna make it expensive. All right, it's very expensive for that. All right. But at the end of the day, what was I gonna say? I know Jakes that are in the world. Like even my best friend in the world, he could have been a scientist, brother. He could have been brother. He could have, invented anything, bro. That's how photogenic his brain was. All right. But Jake didn't do that. Why? Because first of all, Jake is not guided in the right way. And secondly, they're not showing their true potential. This society is not set up to show you Jake's true potential, right? The society is really set up to break you Jakes down and keep you from your potential. But don't worry, in the kingdom, all of our potential is going to be on the highest level. Go ahead.
Even David was a great example of that potential being unlocked. Bro. It is written that he ran through a troop. He jumped like he ran like high speed. You know, it's written. You know,
right.
So David was a good example of even Samson, many other Israelites in the scriptures. They have unlocked that potential. How much more Yahweh Shai?
Right.
You know.
Right. And really, he was not thought of as someone who could do that. When they looked at David, they didn't think, he can't take down this and that. But he unlocked that potential within himself. You understand? And another thing, Jake, he wasn't just a fighter, he was a musician. Okay? He was an inventor of instruments, he says. okay, a dancer, which you know, Jake, right? But guess what? If you don't put your mind into it, guess what? We can't, you know, you'll start losing, right? But you know what I'm saying? Because back in the day, I used to, you know, do the little dance, whatever. But I don't dance no more, right? But guess what? If I would have put my mind into it and really get it, now I'm killing all these people, right? If I wanted to become a great singer, I could do it. Because you got to learn these things, right? It's all about putting your mind to it and understanding that you, first of all, who you are, okay? And then you got to work to it to come out of your comfort zone. Jake could do anything. The Israelites, the so-called black man, the Latino and Native American, we could do anything on the earth. And excel in anything on the earth. And surpass all these other nations. Why? Because like I said, it's the power. You just read the word. It's power that's in. Read that Psalm 62. Psalms 82.
This is Psalm 83, verse 1. Keep not thou silence.
82, verse 6.
Yeah. Psalm 82. I heard it. Psalm 82 and verse 6. I have said, ye are God.
Who said? The Most High said that we are gods, man. As Israelites. Matter of fact, give me that. The sons of God, sons and daughters of, give me Genesis 6. Listen, the Israelites are known as the sons of God. Okay? We descended from that line. When that line came through, it came to the Israelites. That's why we have that potential within us. Okay? It's a very important topic, man. Because you jakes, a lot of you jakes got a very low self-esteem. A lot of you jakes, your mind is all messed up because of the society, man. Go ahead, man.
I have said, ye are God.
Well, that's why you'll see a Jake, he'll be all muscular, he'll be all in shape, and he'll be like a good-looking Jake. And he got a fucking fat, you know what I mean? And, you know, chick that he's with, like, what the fuck? And even she's looking like, I don't know how I got this. You know, you look at the face of her, like, I don't even know how I got this dude. Because Jake is on a low level mentally, man. No, I'm serious, bro. I've seen that, bro. And they're looking like, I don't even know what, like, she feels out of place, like, she's like, yo, I don't even know how I got this guy. You understand what I'm saying? And it's because you, and that really cheapens you, Jakes, man. See, I can't do that. First of all, I can't walk, you gotta look a certain way for me to walk with you, man. For me to go anywhere with you, man. Go ahead.
I have said, ye are gods, and all of you are the children of the Most High. But ye shall die like men, and fall like one of the princes.
Shall die like men and fall like one of the princes. Because what? Of the curse. Okay? So guess what? This curse is going to be lifted, and he's going to put what? Give us spiritual bodies in the twinkling of an eye. Matter of fact, give me that. Where our bodies are going to be changed, man. Okay? Hold on, let's read that.
Deuteronomy 26 and 18. And the Lord had avouched thee this day to be his peculiar people, as he had promised thee, and that thou shouldest keep all his commandments, and to make thee high above all nations.
See, so we're above all other nations. That's why we have that potential in this message. For the Most High made us above all other nations. See, go ahead. See, the reason why these so-called white people, these Edomites, they move with the way they move, is because they've been taught their whole life that they're better. The society, that's what the society portrays, because they've been ruling, right? Right? So when the truth comes out, and you Jake start learning who you are and that you're better, now that's when your mind starts to change. And you're able to unlock your potential. Because really, Jake is, you know, Jake is not unlocking his potential in society. And even the things that Jake does now, people are amazed by.
And to make thee high above all nations, which he had made in praise and in name and in honor, and that thou mayest be an holy people unto the Lord thy power, as he had spoken.
I mean, holy means separate, right? Because we are looked at as the woman of the Most High, as a nation, right? So guess what? The Lord is going to deck us out to be a representation of him on the earth. So you think we're going to be able to be reckoned among the nations? No. No, we're going to be so far different, so far above. Like gold is to iron when it's rusty. So far above. Go ahead, more.
Real quick, Isaiah 62 and 3. Thou shalt also be a crown of glory in the hand of the Lord, and a royal diadem in the hands of thy power.
Man, so he's going to beautify the Israelites. Once again, go ahead, bro.
Yes. 1 Corinthians 3:16. Know ye not that ye are the temple of God,
We are the temple of the Most High. Right?
and the Spirit of God dwelleth in you.
Put that in the pocket. Yeah, let's keep following. Go ahead.
And the Spirit of God dwelleth in you.
The Spirit of the Most High dwelleth in you. All right? So that's right. The Spirit of the Most High dwelleth in you, the Israelites.
That's right.
Okay? Salaki, go ahead, bro.
Ezekiel 16 and verse 10, I clothe thee also with broaded work.
I know, that's his favorite scripture. That's one of his favorite. That's his favorite scripture. I already knew what he was going to say. I was thinking badness. Go ahead.
It says, I clothe thee also with broaded work,
Yep.
and shod thee with badger skin.
Right.
I girded thee about with fine linens. I covered thee with silk.
Right, meaning what? The Lord is going to deck us out again, okay? As a nation. Go ahead.
I decked thee also with ornaments, and I put bracelets upon thine hands, and a chain on thy neck, and I put a jewel upon thy forehead, and earrings in thine ears, and a beautiful crown upon thine head.
That's it. All right? So he's going to glorify us, man. All right? That's what's getting ready to happen. But you Jakes, what I'm trying to show you Jakes should be unlocking your potential now. You should be having the mindset that you're better now, that you're on a level now. And it really gets me mad when I see Jake with that low self-esteem and low mindset. It really actually gets me mad, man. It actually irritates me. Okay? Because it's because of this down society, man. And it takes a lot to bring Jake down. Even now, Jake got some form of confidence, and Esau don't like that. When Esau see a Jake with a confidence, even the Edomite woman, when she see Jake, some Edomite, the racist devil bitches, when they see Jake with them, which all of them out, I'm saying, you know, it's super, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you know, when they see Jake with a particular confidence, they kind of get mad at that. Kind of look at him, is he so confident, right? Because they really want to see Jakes in a docile, broken down state, which a lot of you are. Okay? You got something to say?
Even that confidence goes into manliness, you know.
Yes.
And that society
Yes.
is against you being on that masculine vibe,
Yes,
you know,
yes.
masculine tip. You know, they want you effeminate.
Yes.
You know, so when you're walking like with certain confidence, when you're walking with your head up, you know, they fear that they don't really they don't like that vibration.
Right.
You know, they want to keep like the brother was saying. They want you
Docile.
docile.
They want you
know?
docile.
Yeah.
That's why Jake says certain things, you say it a certain way, kind of throws them off. You don't say it with like a rough, you say it a particular. See, when I talk to a lot of these people, a lot of these Edomites especially, it throws them off because it's like, this guy talking to me like I'm a little guy. You know? You understand what I'm saying? Because Jake don't sound like that. Jake is trying to appease and shuck and drive Esau. Change their voice when Esau comes around. Smile on their face. See, we don't have that vibe, man. Okay? We got a vibe of, listen, man. First of all, you're on borrowed time. That's my vibe. My vibe, first of all, you're on borrowed time, man. The Lord's coming back to deliver us. You're on borrowed time, bro. First of all, I'm an Israelite. Did you know I'm an Israelite, bro? That's the vibe I'm coming with. I'm not saying that, but that's the vibe I'm coming with. And they're not used to that from Jake. Go ahead.
Yeah, real quick, you know, we're coming out in the same vibe as Yahushai, man.
Steer.
You know, steer.
Right.
You know, Yahushai, if he don't focus around Edomites, he wouldn't be, you know, changing his voice.
Right. No. What you just said, Salaki, I gotta jump in. What did Yahushua say to Pontius Pilate? He said, listen, man, you can have no power over me unless my father give it to you, man. He said, listen, we ain't nobody, man. Talk about Herod gonna tell that fox. Okay, tell that fox that I'll be doing this today, and tomorrow there'll be more miracles, man. That's how Yahushua was speaking. He wasn't speaking on the, everybody said, Salakia. Right? But tell him therefore I said, for Salakia. Nah, Yahushua wasn't in that vibe, man. I guess that's gonna be a new saying. Right? No. Alright? Don't tell him, Yahushua was on some awesome, they'll come up, first they'll be looking at him. Huh? They reading their thoughts. Does this offend you? No. Yahushua wasn't playing no game. He wasn't holding his tongue, man. And are we not supposed to be like Yahushua? When he talked to the woman at the well. No, get everything up. Get the woman at the well.
Get the file.
This is the book of Luke. So you gotta have that vibe. Listen, we're Israelites, man. Right? It's not we're not in the rulership yet, but it's coming.
So after, real quick, just a quick point, Yahushua was in his kingdom.
Yes.
Even then, he was, upholding himself as an Israelite, upholding himself like he knew he was, man. The same thing applies to us, man. We have Yahushua as the example. You're not supposed to be, when you're dealing with these people, going around the bush, and swirling around, double speaking, all that, man. Just like as Yahushua said, let your speech be yea or nay, man.
That's right.
Who gives a fuck about their feelings, man? How they feel about it, man? Matter of fact, they're supposed to be nervous around you, man.
Right.
The Pharisees, the Sadducees, the wicked other people, they were nervous around Yahushua, man. Because they didn't know what response he was going to give.
Right.
So like, then Yahushua said, it might not be, what's it Yahushua? It might not become your enemy. It might not become your enemy because I tell you the truth. That's the same mindset. We don't care what you think, man. We don't take.
Well, why did riots break out? Because Paul was just getting straight to the point, rough.
Yeah.
That's right.
This is St. John 4 and verse 7. There cometh the woman of Samaria to draw water. Yahushua said unto her, give me to drink.
Give me the drink, man. I'm thirsty. Give me some water. All right? Right?
For his disciples were gone away unto the city to buy meat. Then said the woman of Samaria unto him, how is it that thou, being a Jew, askest drink of me, which am a woman of Samaria? For the Jews have no dealings with the Samaritans.
Right, because she was a heathen. There was a lot of heathens in Samaria at that time. Okay, because the northern kingdom had left, and there were heathens were implanted. Go ahead.
Yahushua answered and said unto her, if thou knowest the gift of the Most High, and who it is that said to thee.
So he knew, listen, he knew who he was, man. If you knew, I'm saying that, if you knew who this was speaking to you right now, if you knew who this was, he wasn't in his rulership, but he let her know straight, if you know you know who I am? Do you know who I am, bro? Just give me that water. Do you know who I am? Go ahead, man. See, Jake got this idea. Jake has this idea of the Lord and the idea of the Israelites. The idea. It's yes, humility is part of our coming. Yes, we have to be humble. But humble isn't bowing down to someone that's lesser than you. You don't bow down to your woman. That's not being humble. That's being a that's being a simp, man. You don't bow down to your woman. You don't bow down to a dog. You don't bow down, you know what I mean? You don't bow down to no heathen, man. It's your brethren because guess what? The Yahushua is in them. Those are brothers. Those are the Yahushua is within them. But at the same time, it says submit yourselves unto the older men. So there's still order. But we bow ourselves to brother. They're still great men, regardless. But we know that. Bowing out to these heathen, man. You gotta come with a mindset that you are greater, man. Go ahead, bro. Read that, man. Okay, go ahead, bro.
It's heavy you make that point. You say you're not gonna bow down to no dog. Scriptures say that those that are without the sanctuary are considered as dogs, man. So these other heathen nations, they're looked at as dogs, man. Are you gonna bring yourself down lower than a dog, man? You know? You're above the dog, man.
I mean, the point is being hit. What's up?
And that's again the foolishness of those Israelites of our nation. We're not in the truth. They're seeking to be equal to these people. You're seeking to be equal to dogs. When really you're above them in the eyes of Yahweh.
That's madness.
So our people are sick, man.
That's madness.
It's the sickness of it.
That's madness.
It says, Yahushua answered and said unto her, if thou knewest the gift of Yahweh.
No, we need to read that all again. Read that again.
John 4 verse 7, there cometh a woman of Samaria to draw water.
Give me the one where he said to Pontius Pilate.
Yahushua said unto her, give me to drink.
He said to Herod,
For his
give me that-
disciples were gone away unto the city to buy meat. Then said the woman of Samaria unto him, how is it that thou, being a Jew, askest drink of me, which am a woman of Samaria? For the Jews have no dealings with the Samaritans. Yahushua answered and said unto her, if thou knowest the gift of Yahweh,
If you knew the gift of the Most High, go ahead,
and who it is that said to thee,
and who I am,
give me to drink,
get right.
thou wouldest have asked of him.
Right. Go ahead.
It says, it says, if thou knewest the gift of the Most High,
You gotta have this spirit when you're around the earth, man. I'm tired of seeing brothers walking around like they ain't got an inheritance coming, man. When a person has an inheritance coming, man, he moves different, man. You might as well have it. You know the inheritance, you just got an inheritance of an estate, right? You got the $50 million house, $200 million going in the bank. Oh, but it's coming in on Wednesday. Huh? Well, I don't know if I can pay this bill. Are you worried about that, man? Give me the Clase Azul, the bottle. Give me the bottle.
Yes, the whole bottle. The whole bottle.
No, the bottle, everything. Start moving with a different mind state, man. This is the mind state we gotta move with. Because our inheritance is way greater than that, man. You're an Israelite, man. This is what we gotta get. Listen, I remember I went down to Toronto, man. I'll never forget it with the brothers in Toronto, bro. And the brother, the elder Ahawan, which is very dear to my heart, man, that elder, man. All right? Remember I said something, bro. I don't remember what I said. I said something dealing with them. Oh, you think them the women out here like the Montreal dudes? He cursed. He got abrupt. See, man, what do you mean, man? First of all, you're an Israelite, man. From the tribe of Benjamin, man. But he thought it was Levi that worked for him. He said, so from the tribe of Levi. He said, Benjamin. Oh, Benjamin. All right? Right? And I was like, oh, shoot. But right there, I was like, in my head, I was like, the water. In my head, I was like, the water. I needed that, man. That was a weak mind state, man. I don't give a damn if it was a weak ass mind state, bro. And I deserve that times 10, man. How you talking, though? You better don't come talk to me no bullshit like that either, man. I don't want to hear no talk like that coming to me, man. I'm gonna curse you out. All right?
That's right.
Right.
if thou knowest the gift of the Most High, and who it is that said to thee, give me to drink, thou wouldn't have asked of him, and he would have given thee living water.
Right. So he said, listen, you know what? Keep going, man. Keep going.
It says, the woman said unto him, Sir, thou hast nothing to draw with, and the well is deep.
And guess what? If they're not in the truth, they're a heathen.
Yeah.
That's right.
Go ahead, man.
From whence then hast thou that living
Could
water?
be a Jake. What he get, he could see the truth. Go ahead.
It says, from whence then hast thou that living water? Art thou greater than our father Jacob, which gave us the well, and drank thereof himself, and his children, and his cattle? Yahushua answered and said unto her, Whoso drinketh of this water shall thirst again. But whosoever drinketh of the water that I shall give him shall never thirst. But the water that I shall give him shall be in him a well of water springing up into everlasting life. The woman said unto him, Sir, give me this water, that I thirst not, neither come thither to draw. Yahushua said unto her, Go, call thy husband, and come hither. The woman answered and said, I have no husband.
Did he give her the water? He said, go get your husband, because he already knew she didn't have no husband. He wasn't finna give her no water, man. He wasn't finna give her no living water. Go ahead, man.
The woman answered and said, I have no husband. Yahushua said unto her, Thou hast well said, I have no husband.
Why?
For thou hast had 5
Because
husbands.
you're a harlot. Because basically the Lord said, you ain't nothing but a hoe. That's what he said.
Too much
That's what he said. That was a shame. You know what this time this was, man? Go ahead, man.
For thou hast had 5
Because
husbands.
you done slept with a bunch of dudes already, man. I know you ain't got no husband. Go ahead.
And he whom thou now hast is not thy
And that
husband.
dude ain't even your husband. I don't know what you don't know what you're doing with him. Well, he knew, but I didn't know what. Okay? Might have been popping him on the side. I don't know. What?
And that saidest thou truly.
Right. That said it. That's what you said. Let's get to the meat.
The woman said unto him, Sir, I perceive that thou art a prophet. Became aggressive. Prophets can become aggressive. Yo.
So, you have no idea how much time people look like, oh my goodness. You understand what I'm saying? Because the way I'm up and the way they're not used to it, man. Now they'll snap at this, bro. He's snapping on this Edomites. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You understand? I don't know how I deal with the bottles. You know how I be dealing with this. Anyways, you know how I be dealing with things, bro. No, make sure to listen. Shut up. Stop talking. First of all, stop talking, man. Because they'll be trying to overtalk. Listen, stop talking. Make sure this is done, okay? Or I'm not coming. Hang up the phone. Okay. I'm sorry. Yeah. Okay. I'll have it ready. Yeah, have it ready. Make sure you send it now. Don't waste no time. That's why everything when I do my thing, it's in order. Everything is in order, and they know how I am too. See, I know how you are, so I told them make sure they have it in order. Look up the word austere. Go ahead.
It says, the woman said unto him, Sir, I perceive that thou art a prophet. Our fathers worship in this mountain, and ye say that in Jerusalem is the place where men ought to worship. Yahushua said unto her, Woman, believe me, the hour cometh when ye shall neither in this mountain nor yet at Jerusalem worship the Father.
Right.
Ye worship, ye know not what.
You don't even know what you're worshiping. That's what he told you. You don't even know what you're worshiping. But you're not even an Israelite. Go ahead.
We know what we worship.
We know what we worship. Go ahead.
For salvation is of the Jews.
You hear the confidence Yahushua is speaking with there? You hear the austereness he's speaking with there? Ain't no time for that weak sauce, man. Ain't no time for that goddamn weak sauce, man.
This is the word austere. This is the word austere in the etymology online. It says of persons, manner, etc. Harsh, severe, grim, fierce. It says from Old French, austère, strict, severe, harsh, rude.
Right, so he wasn't playing games. He wanted to tell you something, tell it to you straight. Okay? Yeah, I'm an Israelite. Let me get some water. Get some water. Doesn't mean you could go around and being rude and shit, but you know you say it with some type of authority, right?
Austere and arrogant is different.
That's different. I'm saying strict. What does arrogant have to do with strict?
Arrogant.
Has nothing to do with strict. Being strict, being harsh. That has nothing to do with that. Arrogant is just thinking better than what you are. Right?
This is another example of Yahushua being strict. There's more about.
It says, but the hour cometh, and now is, when the true worshippers shall worship the Father in spirit and in truth. For the Father seeketh such to worship him. Yahweh is a spirit, and they that worship him must worship him in spirit and in truth. The woman said unto him, I know that the Messiah cometh, which is called Hamashiach. When he is come, he will tell us all things. Yahushua said unto her, I that speak unto thee am he.
That's right.
Okay, we're gonna go on a brief intermission. He say something. That's me. All right, that's me. I am he. Right? He didn't hold back. He wasn't trying to hide, trying to mask it, give her a parable. You know what I'm saying? He let her know I'm that guy. So that's how confidence Yahushua was coming with, man. Go ahead, man.
Matthew 26 and 62. And the high priest arose and said unto him, Answerest thou nothing? What is this which these witness against thee? But Yahushua held his peace. And the high priest...
Right. You see how I can get when an Edomite get too out of line, right? You see how I was there? See, we be polite, but if an Edomite step too out of line, you see how I get. All right? We had a particular incident, but that's how I deal with it. And then what happened? He saw shut his fucking mouth. He shuts his they shut their fucking mouth. Huh?
Lose your jaw.
Yeah, you know? You see what I'm saying to you? Because you got at the same time you gotta know who you are. Go ahead.
Matthew 26 and 63. But Yahushua held his peace. And the high priest answered and said unto him, I adjure thee by the living power, and thou tell us whether thou be a Mashiach, the Son of the Most High. And Yahushua said unto him, Thou hast said, nevertheless I say unto you, hereafter shall ye see the Son of Man sitting on the right hand of the power, and coming in the clouds of heaven.
Right, meaning what? After he died, after he was crucified, he went up to the heavens, right on the right hand side of Heavenly Father. So he knew who he was. He wasn't holding that back, man. So you don't think the apostles had this, the disciples had the same mindset? Like we're Israelites, and we're not only that, we're the followers of Yahushua. Okay? They were getting mad when other people acted like they were not. Hey, who are these guys? You told these guys to go out and claim the sect. What you got?
This is the book of Colossians chapter 3 and 12. Put on therefore as the elect of the Most High, holy and beloved, bowels of mercy.
You got to put on as the elect, meaning you got to walk as if you're the elect. You got to talk as if you're the elect. You got to move as if you're the elect, man. All right? And that's in any situation, man. That's why I told bro, that's why I made that video. You ain't supposed to be scared of no goddamn animals, man. I don't give a shit. I don't care if it's a raging pit bull in front of you, man. All right? If anything, you pray to Yahweh Shemi Al-Shai. You don't be doing what them dudes did in that video, man. Jumping on the cart, man, had his daughter there. Personally, man, I was thinking of, you know? So, this guy, you know what I mean? If I was a death angel, I asked Mo Bumble Shah, let me just get this guy. You understand what I'm saying? That was some weak, and that's the type of embarrassment that's the type of weak shit that I hate, man. Yo, the man had his daughter, he see a dog, he lose all sense, and he go jump on the car, and his daughter's on the ground. Yo, I'll be more scared for my daughter getting it. I'll be more scared. The thing that would scare me the most is my daughter getting it, not me. I wouldn't be thinking about me at that point. I'll be thinking, oh shit. You know what it is when you got a baby? Like, well, you brothers know. Like, I know, like my little sister, like, you know what I'm saying? But you brothers know, they have, well, not much brothers, but you know, right? They have youths that when they're babies, they get nervous, right? They pick up something, they're like, oh shit, oh, right? How much more a raging pit bull, you go jump on the car because these guys they lost all their wits.
Exactly.
That's why I say you can't have that mind state. You cannot have that mind state, right? You have to have a mind state of the elect, okay? A mind state of complete confidence, right? All right? But
It also goes into the curses where it says, the father shall have reverence for his son, but for his children, which he shall eat.
right, that's true. Yep, that's right. That's right. That hatred, right? But at the end of the day, right? You Jakes got to get out of that mind state, right? You got to come into a more confident mind state. Go ahead.
1 Peter 3 and 12. For the eyes of the Lord are over the righteous, and his ears are open unto their prayers. But the face of the Lord is against them that do evil. And who is he that will harm you if ye be followers of that which is good?
See that? When you're doing the right, you know you're serving Yahweh, ain't nothing that's gonna harm you, man. And that's your mind. You should be a police come here, oh, I hope you don't shoot. Okay? Why? Because you're supposed to know what you're doing is the right thing. Even these little demonic niggas. Like I had a situation this week, right? With a bunch of gremlins, okay? And they were talking greasy, man.
Oh,
They
yeah.
were talking real greasy over the phone, man. All right? But it's not even about the grease. It's about if you let Jake slide with certain things, that's what Jake's going to keep that going. Say, how? Because it was a simple thing. I was like, yo, you got to send it first. Yo, you need to send it. I said, yo, you already know that. You know me, yo, we talk to you like that. Yo, you gotta be with somebody. You gotta be with somebody. If you don't talk, I don't have to be with that nigga. I don't have to be with nobody. So, okay. So you know what I did? I said, you know what? I'm gonna come check you for a while. Okay, no problem. I'm gonna come check. But he ended up sending it first. I wasn't gonna go if you don't send it, right? He sent it, right? Go ahead. And then what happened was, right? What I did was I already knew it could be a situation. I already knew it could be a situation. I already said I'm gonna show these Jake said it ain't nothing about fear here. Ain't nothing going on about fear here. I don't give a shit what the gremlins are. Okay, how much gremlins is there here? Okay? So what I said was, I threw up a little prayer, said, guide me, protect me, and give me the spirit of war if I need. You know what I'm saying to you? So I went over there, boom, 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 he comes out, and as soon as we come to the car, boom, I step out the car to see what's going on. All right? I said, listen, bro, so what's up? No, it was nothing, it was just this and that. Right? But they just kind of still thought, I thought you was something. I'm looking at him right now. I don't even know, but I'm here all by myself. I don't even know. You understand what I'm saying? So, oh yeah, then his other friend, drunk, Levi, comes out the other side. Yo, this and that. No, it's about right? So now that the dudes see me getting in the stats now, I said, so what it is though? What you trying to do? No, man. Don't you hold me, baby. What big mood? I don't even know money. There's no fucking money. If I owe you money, I'll give it to show me the text. I don't want to give you money right now. I don't even know that. Right? But they're trying to find a place of problem, you know? So then he said, no, stop talking, you know? And then the other guy's kind of like trying to mediate. Right? But then I'm like, yo, bro, listen, bro, if you step up, bro, you're going to see what it is. And then the other dude kind of came to you, just kind of stepped in my face. So what I did was, get one of those, you know? Push him to the other side. You understand what I'm saying? And then he came in that stance. You understand what I'm saying to you? You know? Let him know, what's my pussy? Because you got it in my fucking face. And he said, okay. He said, yo, man, I don't got no problem fighting, bro. I don't got no problem. You can squabble right now. Fight right now. All right? See? You understand what I'm saying to you? And then the next dude was drunk when he came out there. So you know what I don't know if you know about what do you call that shit? Smudge your man's face. Yeah. Like you get on, you can't go, yo, your partner. I get one of these, bro. Yo, smudge my face right there. No, then he started acting up. So then I really got in the stance. You know? And then he wasn't trying, he was wolf thinking. He was giving some what they call selling wolf tickets. But they really didn't want to get down. Jake they just blow the trumpet. They ain't really do nothing. But they blow the trumpet hard though. Okay? You know that one? Hold me back. Hold me. It was that one. Hold me back. The other guy's holding him back, pushing him all the way out. I'm like, no, I'm walking closer. Okay? So that was the situation, man. That was the why? Because what did I do? I said, it's not even about that. You always try to throw away the problem. You always try to mitigate the problem. But Scripture says, be at peace with all men if it be possible. It ain't possible. Especially some grimy gremlins. All right, so I got to that situation. Not much happened. Just a little push, a little smudge. Okay? And Jake calmed his ass down. You know what the dude did after? He gave me a hug. Yo, man, you know I love you. Yo, damn partner. All right. You know, he gave him a tap on it. All right. Okay? Then I dipped in the spirit had it with a Lord had to do a text me. Yo, I'm so sorry for that. I said, it's all good. Forgive me. You know? Forgive the situation. But you have to be in it. It could have went left. You know what I'm saying? But since we have y'all watching y'all show, we ain't worried, man. That's right. You're supposed to be in a situation dude come, oh, yo, my bad. He come and smudge you. And you just, yo, I'm sorry. That's right. Yeah, give him the next cheek smudge. Good, man.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 54 and 17.
Listen, you're a man first, man. You're a man first, man. Okay? Yeah, we're supposed to be harmless as doves, but if we ain't the aggressors, we got to defend ourselves, man. Go ahead, man.
Isaiah 54 and 17. No weapon that is formed against thee shall prosper, and every tongue that shall rise against thee in judgment thou shalt condemn.
That's right. So no weapon that's formed against us will prosper, man. Right? Esau can have his guns and all that out and shooting in the streets. But guess what? If Yahweh Shem Yahshua is with us, we can walk across the street. Right?
It says, "This is the heritage of the servants of the Lord,
Right.
and the righteousness is of me." Says
This is
the Lord.
what we inherit, man.
That's right.
Anyways, go ahead and speak, bro.
Sirach, Ecclesiastes 3:1. To everything there is a season, and a time to every purpose under heaven. Verse 3, a time to kill, and a time to heal, a time to break down, and a time to build up. So even in like the brother was saying, that wasn't the time to be all peaceful, and when you're facing in a situation where you have to put your hands up to defend yourself, you have to do it, man. Don't always be on that friendly, timid and a vibration, man. Sometimes you have to defend yourself, like the brother said. If we're men first, defend your honor.
When it's time for war, when it's time for war, what the Lord usually said, He has a volume. If you think that it's said that to I think it was Joshua, "Oh, thou mighty men of valor," So you have to put on that warlike spirit, which really is Yahweh Hashem that puts it on you. You got to be ready when it's time for these particular situations. But it also says, don't be a lion in your own house. So, like it says, it's time for everything.
Even in Jacob's trouble, we're going to have to maybe.
Might be some situations for sure, but the Lord's going to defend you.
Yeah, that's
And with spiritual power, you're going to have to use that to certain situations.
Judges 6:12. And the angel of the Lord appeared unto him and said unto him, the Lord is with thee, thy mighty man of valor.
Yeah, that mighty man of valor. In other words, a warrior. What's that? Psalm 144? Get that one for sure. You got it, bro?
Judge 6. Judge 6 and 12. And the angel of the Lord appeared unto him and said unto him, the Lord is with thee, thou mighty man of valor. And it says, and Gideon said unto him, O my Lord, if the Lord be with us, why then is all this befalling us? And where be all his miracles which our fathers told us of, saying, did not the Lord bring us up from Egypt?
But what ended up happening? Gideon took over these Hamites, man. So he put on that warrior-like spirit, man. Same thing with Samson. When it was time for war, it's time for war. But when it's time for peace, it's time for peace.
And sometimes the Lord tells him, gird thyself like a man.
That's what he told Job. Basically, don't start complaining. Job was going through heavy tribulation, but the Lord still told him, gird up thyself like a man. Because I will require it of them.
And even for the times that are to come, pertain to 2nd Ezra 14, it tells you, put away mortal thoughts. Put away the thoughts that are most heavy unto thee, and gird thyself like a man. For greater evils that thou hast seen will happen.
That goes into spiritually as well. Not just physically, you gotta be strong mentally. Because that's what the Lord is going into.
Psalms 144 and verse 1, a psalm of David. Blessed be the Lord's power, my strength, which teacheth my hands to war.
Right. So Yahweh Shemiyah is our strength. What did Paul say? He said, the Lord did not give us the spirit of fear, but of power, of love, and of a sound mind. That's what it says, power. So we got to put on that strength.
Which teaches my hands to war and my fingers to fight.
Right, so ultimately power comes from Yahweh Shemiyah. When it's time for war, we're going into, the Lord did, did David go to jiu-jitsu class and he didn't have time for all that? It was programmed unto him. Right, Yahweh Shemiyah give them that power.
Right. He definitely was trained. He was definitely trained. So the Most High added unto him.
Verse 2, it says, my goodness and my fortress, my high tower and my deliverer, my shield, and he in whom I trust, who subdueth my people under me.
So all goes back to Yahweh Shem Shem. Okay, and, in the book of Maccabees, it goes into how the Lord doesn't. It doesn't matter if a multitude or a small number be delivered into your hands. It doesn't matter if a great multitude. It doesn't matter to the Lord, right? Whether it be a strong number against us or a small number, because it's Yahweh Shem Shem that delivers.
Even in the Maccabees, it says that the battle of victory is in the hands of the Lord. You know? But it says here in 2 Samuel 22 and 33, the Most High is my strength and power. He maketh my way perfect. Verse 35, He teaches my hands to war, and so that the bow of steel is broken by my arms. Thou hast also given me the shield of thy salvation, and thy gentleness hath made me great. Verse 38, I have pursued mine enemies and destroyed them, and turned not again until I had consumed them. I have consumed them and have wounded them till they could not arise. Yet they are fallen under my feet. Thou hast girded me with strength to battle. Them that rose up against me, thou hast subdued under me. Thou hast also given me the necks of mine enemies, that I might destroy them that hate me.
Right. That's it. Right? So the Most High is the one who's going to give us the victory at the end. He's going to have to break their teeth. And what is their teeth speaking about? Their army. Okay, their military power. You can't still have any military might. Okay? That's why Esau can go up in Haiti right now, because you don't have no military power, no military might. But guess what? The Lord is going to break their army. And He's going to do it by Himself. The angels are going to be there, but He's really going to take Esau down, these other nations by Himself.
This is First Maccabees chapter 2 and verse 18. Unto whom Judas answered, It is no hard matter for many to be shut up in the hands of a few. And with the Most High of heaven it is all one. To deliver with a great multitude or a small company.
It makes no difference, okay? Because He has all the ultimate power. Right. Okay? Right.
For the victory of battle standeth not in the multitude of an host, but strength cometh from heaven.
Ooh, strength comes from the heavens. Alright? That's the power. Alright? And even a lot of these wars, you find out that chariots were helping these people. Right? Like Alexander, the Greek chariots were helping for prophecies. Okay? In different battles we had, chariots were helping us. Okay? You understand? Or even the Vietnamese, right? The whole Vietnam conflict. Right? There were signs that the chariots helping the Vietnamese. Because the Lord wasn't allowing Esau to go all the way with that. And the Vietnamese messed up the Americans, man. Imagine a little thing Vietnamese like America. That was. You know what I'm saying? That's the model. You know?
Isaiah 41. Isaiah 41 and 13. For I, the Lord thy power, will hold thy right hand, saying unto thee, Fear not, I will help thee. Fear not thy worm Jacob, and ye men of Israel.
Fear not. This is what I'm trying to tell you, because that whole spirit of that whole spirit of fear, that's a lack of trust in Yahweh.
That's right, that's true.
Okay? And you start thinking straight. Look at that. Right.
Fear not thy worm Jacob, and ye men of Israel. I will help thee, said the Lord.
He's going to help us, man. See, even Esau, all this military power he got, all this technology he got, who's going to help us? The Most High. And it looks impossible to these people because they don't believe in the Most High. But that's how the Most High wants it. This final judgment, this final takedown, is going to be spectacular. Okay, that's the perfect word, brother. It's going to be spectacular. You know? Esau, all his technology, all his missiles, everything he got, and the Lord is going to take him down very quickly with all of that. Go ahead.
And thy Redeemer, the Holy One of Israel. Behold, I will make thee a new sharp threshing instrument, having teeth. And thou shalt thresh the mountains and beat them small, and shalt make the hills as chaff. Thou shalt fan them, and the winds shall carry them away, and the whirlwind shall scatter them. And thou shalt rejoice in the Lord, and shalt glory in the Holy One of Israel.
What's also known as the whirlwind of chariots. The chariots also described as a whirlwind. Okay, so they're used to scattered army and mess people up as well, because they can mess with technology. Okay, so they might have their missiles, or they can mess with, they can do all kind of things. They shoot lasers out. All right.
This is 2 Timothy 1 and 7. For the Most High has not given us the spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of a sound.
Got to get out of that spirit of fear, man. The spirit of fear is a demon. Okay, it's an actual demon. To give you that spirit, man. All right. So you have to rebuke that. Okay, and get your mind right to understand what's really going on, man. Ultimately understand who's really in control of this, right? That's what it's all about. Who's in control? You know, and the Most High is pleased when you have that type of faith. You walk through these different situations and you're not in fear when an average person would be in fear. Right? Remember on the boat, Yahushua cursed them out. When the storm, he said, well, why are you scared? When any normal person would have been fearful. Shows you that's what the Lord delights in those that truly trust in Him. Without the fear aspect. Listen, if you see a damn dog, you shouldn't be, knocking down the sign. The sign drop, the camera knock over because you're trying to climb on top of where the grass, the leaves are over there. No. All right? You're supposed to stop there who controls the spirit. All right? You might talk to the dog, but keep it moving. All right? Rebuke you in the name of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, keep it moving. You might say that. But you shouldn't be in a place where you're running all.
This is Isaiah 51 and 12. I, even I, am he that comforteth you. Who art thou that thou shouldest be afraid of a man that shall die,
Right.
and of the Son of Man which shall be made as grass?
Right. All right? Because he don't control nothing. See, well, Harold thought he controlled something. But what happened? The angel snuffed him in the face, man.
Heliodorus as well.
Yeah.
Right? Oh, yeah, he jumped him. He jumped him. We had a thing back in the day called PI. It was for the English. PI! That would mean you go jump somebody. Oh, you know about that too? I didn't know that. I didn't know if the French had that too. Okay. Yes. Okay, so PI, right? And then he go jump the guy, right? That's what the angel did to you. To Helio did. Oh, you had that too? Wow. Okay, go ahead, man.
What's the
They said free for okay, so that came from Levi. Okay, that came from. I thought it meant posse and all. Anyway, it came from Levi. Okay, right.
Wisdom of Solomon 17, verse 12. For fear is nothing else but a betraying of the secures which reason offereth.
Right, reason offering. Okay, so what happens is you lose your wits, you lose your logic, you lose your common sense when you're fear. That's why when that micro-seer comes, they're going to go ahead and take it because they're going to be in too much fear. That's what the elites want. They want them to not be able to think straight. So that they go and make a decision that's against the Most High. That's it. Matter of fact, read that one more time.
It says, for fear is nothing else but a betraying of the secures which reason offereth.
That's it? Okay, that's it. Go ahead.
Matthew 10 and 29. Are not two sparrows sold for a farthing? And one of them shall not fall on the ground without your Father.
Right.
But the very heads, the very hairs on your heads are all numbered. Numbered. Fear ye not therefore, for ye are more valuable. For ye have fear ye not therefore, ye are of more value than many sparrows.
Right. So we're of more value than many sparrows. So the Lord is going to have us have some random death. No. Okay.
This is Proverbs 21 and 31. The horse is prepared against the day of battle, but safety is of the Lord.
Right, safety is of the Lord. So if you're in that situation, if it's a serious situation, you pray to Yahweh Shem Yahushua. That should be your first mindset, your first thought process.
That's right. That's right.
Okay? That's where you use your logic first. Okay?
It's like you have all this preparation,
Right.
and then that's not what it may not be what the Lord has ordained for you.
Right. That's a fact. Yeah, right. Because people they think they're gonna do this and they're gonna do that. But how about you? There's a saying: you want to make God laugh, tell him what you're planning. Okay, what your plan is, because He controls the whole scheme.
Psalms 33 and verse 16. There is no king saved by the multitude of a host. A mighty man is not delivered by much strength. A horse is a vain thing for safety. Neither shall he deliver any by means of his great strength.
Right.
Behold, the eye of the Lord is upon them that fear him,
Right.
upon them that hope in his mercy.
Yeah, because you got a lot of those Edomites, especially in Babylon, right? You got all these guns, and all this in gun, they have a range every day, and they can load up a gun in 5.5 seconds and pop, shoot the hair off of the rabbit, right? But when that time comes, the Most High is going to have a lot of situations where those guys know they're going to back off quick. Because they got their bunkers and Jacob, guess what? The elect is going to get. So all that preparation is not going to do them good. You know, they might go run for the gun, they might slip, fall, hit their head on a rock, and they're bleeding, and they just see these jakes, you know, running closer and closer. Right? Because all that planning, the Most High had the ultimate plan. Right?
Behold, the eye of the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, is upon them that fear him, upon them that hope in his mercy, to deliver their soul from death, and to keep them alive in famine.
That's it. So, hey, when that famine comes, that's going to be a good sign that who the Lord is dealing with. That's going to be a wonderful sign of who the Lord is dealing with. Because everyone, the people are going to be looking to eat anything in that time. So the ones that have food, oh, you're going to be blessed. Okay? You're going to be blessed. Right?
2 Ezra 16 and verse 71. They shall be like madmen, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord. They shall waste and take away their good and cast them out of their houses. Then shall they be known.
Guess what? That means what? The troops are going to kick in doors, right? If whoever doesn't want to comply with what they're bringing in, right? Taking the micros, oh, they're kicking doors, oh, they're bringing to a concentration camp. Viens avec nous, viens avec nous. SPDM, police. Right? That's what they're going to do. All right? And really, at a certain point, it's really not even going to be the SPDM. It's really going to be like the army. Yeah. It's going to be the army. And they're going to go up a level higher than the EU to set up the order on a real level. Right?
They shall waste and take away their goods and cast them out of their houses. Then shall they be known who are my chosen, and they shall be tried as the gold in the fire.
Right. That's going to be our part of our trial. You know, the final parts of our trial. Right? And then, brother, who's truly in this truth, your mindset is bring it out. Not do it.
Yeah.
There's only one way out. All right?
Real quick, this is Job 23 and 10. But he knoweth the way that I take. When he hath tried me, I shall come forth as gold. That's what the Lord set up the way you're supposed to go. You know? Man's going up the Lord, how can man then understand his own way? You know? But through these trials, you know, if you're of the elect, you're gonna come out as gold, man.
That's right.
You know?
That's right. That's right.
It's ultimately gonna perfect you.
Isaiah.
Because just like Yahweh Shai says, the captain of our salvation was made perfect through sufferings. So we gotta, in order to receive perfection, we have to go through suffering. And it's gonna get real uncomfortable, man, that time, man. You know? It's gonna get real uncomfortable, man. But what we do have is Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. It's really all
Right. And even now, we're going through suffering too, right? You know, you heal one thing and something else pops up. And you heal one, you know what I'm saying? Like this is how this type of, you know, and on top of that, the society. You know?
You think everything's going right, and then bam, you hit with another one. You know? You gotta keep going.
Sit down, man.
Isaiah 59 and 19. So shall they fear the name of the Lord from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun. When the enemy shall come in like a flood, the Spirit of the Lord shall lift up a standard against him.
Right, the Spirit of the Lord, right, is going to lift up a standard against him. Meaning what? The Lord is going to step in and help the elect, right?
And the Redeemer shall come to Zion, and unto them that turn from transgression in Jacob, said the Lord. As for me, this is my covenant with them, said the Lord. My spirit that is upon thee, and my word which I have put in thy mouth, shall not depart out of thy mouth, nor out of thy mouth, nor out of the mouth of thy seed, nor out of the mouth of thy seed, said the Lord, for henceforth and forever.
Go ahead, man. I'll be looking at a black child's funny when Esau tells me that. Look. Lord, I treat him like the end of. Go ahead.
This is the book of Job, chapter 5, and verse 19. He shall deliver thee in 6 troubles, yet in 7 there shall no evil touch thee. In famine he shall redeem thee from death, and in war from the power of the sword.
Right. So are we supposed to fear these things? No. Right?
Thou shalt be hid from the scourge of the tongue,
Yep.
neither shalt thou be afraid of destruction when it cometh.
Right.
At destruction and famine thou shalt laugh.
You're going to laugh at destruction and famine. Right? All right. So what kind of spirit do you have to be to laugh at destruction and famine? You got to be secure in Yahweh Shai, right?
Right. Neither shalt thou be afraid of the beasts of the earth.
That's it. With that, we'll close up with all praises. Glory and honor.
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Machakadash.
I think I want to be apostle. I was saying, no smoke. Salutation, much love, respect to God. This word out. Sincerely. I ain't doing the Shemite today. I ain't doing the Shemite.
Shalom, DTA.
Like, I ain't doing the Shemite, brother. I already exuded my voice too much, but it sounds like my voice might be losing it a bit more. Oh, shit. Sure.